Hey guys. Okay, had a cool experience yesterday. Partially cool. Okay, I woke up with inflamed tooth infection, and got a lot to say about that, but maybe for another video. Anyway, I woke up and it hurt so fucking bad. I got a hunk of food caught in my tooth, in my gums, and it swole up. It fucking hurt. It hurt all day. I was on Advil all day. Anyway, it started going down today. I can talk a little bit better. But I was at my mom's sleeping because I can't sleep here because of Chris. And put my earplugs in. I lay down at my mom's house and they said, "You're going to the agency." I'm like, "What am I doing? I'm going to the agency, whatever." Well, I was totally out of it on the drugs, Advil and that. And so I went to sleep. I woke up and I hear Tina, my wife, or soul wife, we're connected. She goes, and the kids are Julie and Elizabeth are there, and I'm in a wheelchair, and she goes, "My God, you won't believe this place." I go, "What place?" "The agency is beautiful." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna look around." So I couldn't see. It's like half you half see it and half don't. So I'm still laying in bed. I just woke up. I'm laying in bed, and I'm in a wheelchair, and I'm being pushed down a huge hallway. It reminded me of the judge place, the balancing halls of justice. Reminded me of the halls of justice, but this was different. It was brownish color, and it was all marble or something, shiny rock blocks with big art hanging from the ceiling and all this stuff. And it was a St. Lucia. And she's wheeling me down. There's people passing by saying hi and everything. Everybody's really nice. And it was like a government building, but it was like a palace. It was like a castle, but not shaped like it was more like. And off to the left and the right, there were thousands of doors and benches where people were sitting near the doors and waiting. And they had waterfalls in the center of the hallway. It's a big fucking room, big building. I mean, and it's all shiny rock, like marble. But it was the color of the marble was sort of a brownish color. There's a lot to see. Anyway, I could see as much as I could. I go, "Where are we?" And she goes, "The agency." It's so beautiful here. Like this. We went to the agency in the Illusion once, and it was on an island way far away from St. Lucian. But they have a building in St. Lucian. So that's where I am, I guess. So we're walking there, and then we come to the office. We wait a little bit, and the guy comes out and says, he's like a doctor, but he ain't a doctor. He's like a region priest, more like a region priest than anything. He comes out and says, "Richard," he goes, "come on in. Don't smoke. You can't smoke in here." I'm like, "Fuck." So I couldn't smoke, my soul. But I'm in this wheelchair, and I'm still hurting from the fucking tooth. I'm awake in the bed, but I'm still hurting. I go, "Look, I'm on drugs, man. I got a inflamed tooth, inflamed infection in my jaw." And he goes, "That's okay. We'll get down here real fast." And he goes, "What I need to know from you is, uh, what you've done to Chris." And I go, "Okay." I go, "I'll give you my innocence now is talking to him, so I let my innocence talk, so he can get everything correct. And I'm following through with my innocence, experiencing what my innocence is saying. And basically, I told him what I tell you, my experiences with Chris. I go to the air conditioner. He's got two. He runs them all day long, all year long. It's driving me fucking nuts, and this is what I'm doing to him to kill him. And he goes, I know about all the, I just want to know what you in the illusion do to Chris. I'm going to take it from you, but I need you to explain it to me first. So I explained it all to him, how I rip his skins off, take his organs out, take his rib cage off, take his spine out, and all that. I go through it all. And I give the psychological reasons why I give Chris leniency, for lack of better. Sometimes I don't do it because he's got to turn down and I can live with it, or I'm tired and I just feel bad. I'm only supposed to do it out of rage when I'm raging. That's what Jesus said. But I can't. I can't do it all the time out of blind rage. And he goes, okay. And he's writing all this down. He's writing points down. And I told him the whole psychological of me, the reason why I'm doing it, and when I'm doing it, day to day to day to day. There's differences in the way I do it. And I learn more, I add more onto it, hopefully to breach him, to kill him. He's like, okay. And I go, am I going to jail for this? And he goes, no, you're not. We're just wanting to know why, who, what, when, or why, and how you're abusing him. I go, am I going to jail when I'm dead? He goes, no, we just want a record of what you're doing. Okay. Case people accuse you, because people are going to accuse you of doing bad. And you're not really doing bad. You're just defending your fucking brain, your psychology. You're defending yourself. But we need a basis, because the accusations are coming. And the accusations are coming from him, from other people, and we want a psychological template of what you're doing to him. So I told him about the shotgun, the heart bomb, heart grenade, all that. I showed him. And then he goes, okay, now we're going to take what you've been doing. We have access to your soul. I said, yeah, man, truth revealed. Hey, if I did something wrong, fucking put it on me. I ain't, if I did something wrong, I did something wrong. But it's not out of ignorance. It's done out of fucking defending myself and rage and defending myself. And he's like, okay. So he just sat in his chair beside me, put his hand in the back of my head and sucked up all my energy. And watched me play it out. Watched everything. Not 2 months worth of fucking assaulting Chris, but I basically showed him what I do. Then we got done that. And I'm awake. I had to go piss and have a cigarette. But he's still collecting the energy and he's watching it. But I'm up in my body now, awake. But I'm trapped. My soul is trapped in this wheelchair in St. Illusion in the agency. And they did what they had to do. And I said, truth revealed, fucking have at it, bro. I got nothing to hide. I told him, I said, Jesus Christ told me what to do step by step that I'm allowed to do, which is pretty much everything. So fuck it. I don't do it to other people unless I have to, unless they're attacking me in self-defense. So I don't do it to anybody. It's not like I'm a fucking Grim Reaper or something. I just fucking, I gotta live, man. I gotta live. It's like, he's gonna die or I'm gonna die. And I ain't going back to the fucking hospital with a fucking aneurysm in my head or whatever the hell they call it. A fucking seizure, stroke. I already had a stroke. I spent 3 weeks in the hospital. I came out of the hospital and I started defending myself. Fuck it. And he's still, and I asked him questions. I go, why is his spirit released? It don't even exist in his body anymore. And he goes, that's right. Well, how come he's still talking in a grunt kind of way? And he's still driving around the fucking city in Chatham like nothing's happened to him. He says, oh, there's a lot that happened to him. There's a lot that happened to him. You breached him. You got him. But it just wasn't the death blow. And I'm like, fuck, man. Why is he talking? I don't understand. He goes, basically, he formed an avatar that lives in him now. That's who you're talking to. The avatar. He doesn't have a soul. He doesn't have a spirit. He has an ego defense system. His avatar. And that's what you're talking to. Well, I don't talk to it, but it's there. I can hear it bitching and moaning. And he goes, that's right. And I go, okay. So it's this fucking avatar. It's avatar's inhabiting his body. Until his body dies, you get to deal with the avatar. So I got a lot of answers out of that. Then I went home and I went to sleep. I was totally gone. Easy to get to sleep. About midnight, I laid down and I'm talking to the kids, and they said, "Well, where am I?" Talking to the kids, I said, "Where am I?" They said, "The Regent Priest. You're in your room in the Regent Priest." I said, "Okay." And they said Jesus was coming, and a new Jesus was working with the old Jesus. They're making the transition. They said, "Rich, Priestess is coming to you tonight." I said, "Okay, fuck that. I don't want that bitch in my head." He goes, "She's going in your head, and you just lay there and let her talk to you." I said, "I ain't even doing that. I ain't even listening to her." Want her out. And he goes, "We still got to separate you from the priestess. That's why we took your seeds away. Because your separation is not complete." I'm like, "Are you serious? I just went through absolute hell, a year of hell with separating her, and she's not gone yet?" He goes, "No, your psychology on wanting to have your symbiosis between you and her, you started reinforming it inside yourself, subconsciously, whatever, and she is stealing your seeds. That's why we took them away from you. That's why we put the other girl you love, her seeds in you, to see how it would affect the priestess." I'm like, "Are you shitting me? That's why you put the hospital girls fucking seeds in me?" He goes, "Yes. To taint, sort of like tainting what you two are feeding off of, to see if it would work or not." I'm like, "That makes sense. I would do the same." I never thought of that. I didn't even know why you did it. I had to figure it out myself, intuitively. And he goes, "That's why we did it." And I'm like, "All right, but I want my fucking seeds back, man, because I'm going nuts without them. I can't defend myself. I can't do anything. You took my whole equilibrium of my life and shot me into outer space and said, fuck you, see ya. That's what I feel like." And he goes, I understand. He goes, Priestess is going to talk. She's going to come in your head all fucking night and chatter and do her thing. And in the morning, we're going to separate her from you. Because she comes in, she triggers all the workings of our relationship. And she knows what she's doing. I don't. I just fucking okay, do whatever. But she's addicted to the, more or less to the body. And she wants information about the Anunnaki or fucking aliens or something to do with aliens and how to make ET tech, which I don't. I have made it, but it's just stupid little things that don't work because we can't figure them out. Well, maybe Jesus can, but I can't. Like the freeze gun. I made the freeze gun. And then basically, it works with me, my energy. It shoots my energy out, converts the energy in the gun, and it freezes the soul. So I shoot you, the soul freezes. You can't move. That's an energy Christ has. And it's also a drug that Christ has. But I shoot it out in a fucking gun, and they want to know how I do it. I don't know how I do it. I ask my fucking inner light, my subconscious, to fucking make me some shit to defend myself. And he gives it to me and it works. What the fuck do you want? I don't know. That type of thing. But anyway, they want to know how you do that. Priestess wants to know how you do that. I'm like, I don't even know how I do it. I just tell you who does it, my subconscious and my inner light. I can't use my inner light now because I got no fucking seeds. So you figure it out. I want my fucking seeds back to defend myself. Why aren't you working on Priestess? Why aren't you cutting the wires on the fucking air conditioner to end all this? You gotta do it. Oh, fuck. I should hire the demon to come and fucking do it because he can do it. Anyway, that's what happened last night. I woke up this morning, Priestess in my fucking head, vampire fucking. Oh, the other girl left. The Jesus girl left. She was protecting me in my head from Priestess being in my head. Now I got the Priestess back again in my head, but they're separating her. So they did their separation. I woke up, walked around with pain, took a fucking pill, and now I'm better. That's all I know. But I wanted to make the video for what you can expect to see when you go to St. Lucian. When you go to St. Lucian and I'm in a wheelchair, fucking drugged out zombie, and they're pushing me through like in a hospital. I thought I was in a hospital in a wheelchair, but I was in the agency, all drugged up and blah, my soul for the pain in my tooth. It was crazy, man, and it was so fucking huge. So they took my experience of what I'm abusing Chris, how I abuse Chris. Oh, they use abuse, and it is abuse, but it's righteous abuse. I have to fucking do it or I die. I die. I fucking had a seizure in my fucking brain, and he's still pissing me off the same way. The only reason I don't get fucking raging in my brain like I used to, there's a soul rage and there's a brain rage. And I'm balancing on the brain as I'm taking the fucking pharmaceutical drugs, the fucking medication they gave me for the seizure, which keeps me duller. Not necessarily duller, but I can't get to the fucking rage in my head that gave me the seizure. I just don't work. But I still get fucking mad and I project it. I have to be fucking knifing them to project my rage. If I bottle it up inside, boom, I fucking seizure. and I'm back in the hospital again, or whatever that word is. I can't remember right now. What the hell is that word? Anyway, it's not a seizure. It's a, you know. Anyway, that's what's happening. I got to see the agency, and I finally figured out why the vampire, why the vampire was in my head, why they took my seeds, my creation seeds, my original 16 creation seeds, why they took them, and why they put the hospital girl, in reality, the girl I met in the hospital. They took her seeds and put them in me to make me feel like I had a girlfriend. So the priestess would fucking leave me alone, and I can get the priestess out of me. Because I guess in my loneliness of being alone, she's working herself back into me somehow, some way, psychologically, spiritually. Fuck, man. It answers a lot of questions, and I needed answers because it drives me nuts. All these things that are happening to me, and they made up excuses. They wouldn't tell me why they were doing it. That's why, because they didn't want me to know it was a priestess. My mind, because if my mind knew it was a priestess, I'd have reasons to fight. But my mind didn't know why they were doing all this, so they could work on a different angle. It's so deep and so crazy, you're never gonna figure them out, man. And the region priests are even worse. The agency just wanted a record of what I was doing to Chris to protect me from accusations. Because there's a whole lot of people that want me fucking dead for what I'm doing to Chris. And they need the information. As I'm doing it, they get the information. They get the visual. They get it all. And I'm protected. As far as I know, I am. That's what he said anyway. I just want this to end and I can get the fuck moving on with my life again. So anyway, more as it comes. Later, guys.